This story is based on the real experience of Talia Smith. In 2021, Talia Smith booked a cheap Airbnb house outside Nashville, Tennessee during a road trip. The listing looked perfect. Clean kitchen, nice bedrooms, good reviews. The owner even messaged her before check-in saying, "Make yourself feel at home." At first, nothing felt strange, but around 2 a.m., Talia woke up because she heard footsteps above her room. The problem was, her room was in the basement, and according to the listing, nobody else was supposed to be in the house. She grabbed her phone and listened carefully. Step, step, step. Someone was slowly walking across the floor upstairs. At first, she thought maybe the owner entered the house accidentally. Then she remembered something terrifying. The Airbnb listing said, "Entire house included," meaning nobody else should have been there. The footsteps stopped directly above her. Silence. Then, creak. She noticed a tiny door near the basement laundry room slowly opening by itself. Pitch black darkness inside. Talia whispered, "Hello?" No answer. Then she heard breathing. Someone was inside that hidden room. She locked herself inside the basement bedroom and called her friend. While whispering on the phone, she suddenly heard another sound. A soft knock on the bedroom door. 3 knocks. Knock. 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 Talia completely froze. Then a male voice quietly said, "You're not supposed to lock that door." She immediately called 911. But the man outside started laughing softly. Then footsteps moved away. Police arrived 18 minutes later. When officers searched the house, they discovered a hidden crawl space connected between the basement walls. The Airbnb owner had secretly built small passageways, allowing him to move through parts of the house without guests noticing. Police also found hidden cameras inside smoke detectors. According to reports, the owner had been secretly recording guests for months. Talia later posted her story online, warning people to always check Airbnb rentals carefully. She never stayed alone in an Airbnb again. In late 2021, Ashley Marks booked an Airbnb townhouse in Atlanta for a 4-day business trip. The listing looked completely normal. Modern kitchen, white walls, smart TV, 5-star reviews. The host, Daniel H., messaged her before arrival saying, "If you hear noises at night, don't worry. The building is old." Ashley didn't think much about it. Old buildings make noise all the time. When she arrived, the place honestly looked perfect. Clean furniture, fresh towels, no signs anything was wrong. She even texted her friend saying, "This might be the nicest Airbnb I've stayed in." That text would later terrify her. The first night passed normally. Nothing strange happened. But on the second night, everything changed. At around 1:42 a.m., Ashley woke up because she heard a loud thump above her bedroom ceiling. She immediately opened her eyes. Silence. Then another sound, a slow, dragging noise, like heavy furniture moving upstairs. Scrape. Ashley sat upright in bed, confused. According to the Airbnb listing, there was no upstairs. The townhouse only had 1 floor. She checked the listing again on her phone. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, single-floor property. No attic mentioned. But then the sound came again, directly above her. Slow footsteps. Step, step, step. Ashley grabbed her phone flashlight and walked into the hallway. The apartment felt different at night. Too quiet. Too empty. Then she noticed something strange near the ceiling above the hallway closet. A small square outline, like a hidden attic door. She stared at it for several seconds. That's when she heard a cough above her, a human cough. Ashley immediately backed away. Someone was up there. She locked herself inside the bedroom and called the host. No answer. Then she called Airbnb support. While waiting on hold, she heard movement again above the ceiling, this time faster, like somebody crawling quickly across the attic. Then suddenly, silence. Complete silence. Ashley tried convincing herself maybe it was an animal, a raccoon, a cat, anything. Then her bedroom light suddenly turned on by itself. Ashley froze. She clearly remembered switching it off. Then the closet door slowly creaked open. Creak. Darkness inside. Nothing there. Then her phone buzzed. Unknown number. One text message. Go back to sleep. Ashley's stomach instantly dropped. A second text arrived. I'm not gonna hurt you. That's when she realized something horrifying. Someone inside the house knew she was awake. Ashley grabbed her bag and headed toward the front door, but the deadbolt wouldn't unlock. It felt jammed. Then she heard footsteps above her again. Fast footsteps, running, directly above the hallway. Then suddenly, bang! Something heavy slammed against the ceiling hard enough to shake dust downward. Ashley screamed and stumbled backward. Another bang. Bang. Then silence again. Her phone buzzed once more. I said go to sleep. Ashley started crying while trying to unlock the door. Then she heard something that terrified her more than anything else that night. Breathing. Very slow breathing. Coming from directly above the bedroom vent. Someone was lying above the ceiling listening to her. Ashley ran into the kitchen and grabbed a knife. That's when she noticed the hallway attic panel slightly open now. Just a few inches. Black darkness inside. Then she saw movement. 2 fingers slowly curled around the edge of the attic opening. Ashley backed away immediately. A man's face slowly appeared upside down from the darkness above. Pale skin, wide eyes, completely silent, just staring at her. Ashley screamed and ran into the bathroom, locking the door behind her. Then footsteps started moving inside the apartment, not above her anymore. Inside. Slow footsteps across the hallway, meaning whoever was hiding in the attic had climbed down. Ashley whispered to 911 operators while trying not to cry loudly. Then the footsteps stopped outside the bathroom door. Silence. Complete silence. Then came 3 soft knocks. Knock. 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 A calm male voice quietly said, "You weren't supposed to see me." Ashley covered her mouth, trying not to panic. Then the man laughed softly outside the door. Not loud, just enough to sound completely unhinged. Then silence again. Minutes later, she heard the apartment front door open and close. The man had left. Police arrived shortly afterward. Officers searched the townhouse and discovered a hidden attic crawl space running above the entire property. Inside they found water bottles, blankets, food wrappers, phone chargers. Someone had clearly been living above the Airbnb for an extended period of time. Police later confirmed the hidden attic space was not disclosed anywhere in the Airbnb listing. Ashley later said, the most terrifying part wasn't seeing the man. It was realizing he had probably watched her for hours before she ever noticed him. The incident became widely discussed online because it triggered one of the most realistic fears people have about Airbnb stays. Not ghosts, not monsters. Just a real stranger silently living above your ceiling while you sleep. In March 2019, Cassidy Boone and 5 of her friends, booked a large Airbnb house in Cork, Ireland, during a vacation trip. The listing looked perfect. Beautiful bedrooms, modern furniture, cheap price compared to nearby hotels. The Airbnb host seemed friendly too. The owner's name was reportedly listed as Peter on the rental profile, according to online reports shared afterward. Nothing about the place looked suspicious. When the group first arrived, everything felt normal. They explored the house, unpacked their bags, ordered food, and started drinking together in the living room. It honestly looked like the perfect vacation house. That's exactly why what happened later terrified them so badly. Around midnight, Cassidy and her friends started getting ready for bed. One of the girls suddenly noticed something strange, a tiny blinking green light near the smoke detector inside the bedroom. At first, nobody cared. Most people don't even pay attention to smoke detectors, but the blinking continued every few seconds. Flash, flash, flash. One friend joked, "What if that's a hidden camera?" Everyone laughed, but Cassidy kept staring at it. Something about it felt wrong. The detector wasn't positioned normally. It was angled directly toward the bed. Then one of the guys grabbed a chair and climbed up to inspect it. The second he opened the device, everyone in the room went silent. Inside the smoke detector was a hidden camera lens, pointed directly toward where guests slept. For a few seconds, nobody even spoke. Cassidy later said her stomach instantly dropped because they had already changed clothes in that room earlier. One of her friends immediately searched the rest of the bedroom. That's when things became even worse. Near the TV stand, hidden behind a black object, they discovered another small recording device. This one was connected to wires running through the wall. Now, panic started spreading through the group. Some thought maybe it was security equipment. Others thought they were being live-streamed. Nobody knew how many cameras were actually inside the house. Cassidy immediately contacted Airbnb support. At the same time, another friend started checking the Wi-Fi network connected inside the house. That decision terrified everyone even more. There were multiple unknown devices connected to the network. One device name reportedly included the word IPCAM, meaning internet camera. Someone may have been remotely viewing footage from somewhere else. Suddenly, the entire atmosphere inside the Airbnb changed. A place that felt cozy. Minutes earlier now felt dangerous. Every object suddenly looked suspicious. Every smoke detector, every clock, every shelf. The group began searching every room in the house. One girl refused to even enter the bathroom alone anymore. Another friend covered parts of the walls with towels because she thought cameras might be hidden there too. Then Cassidy noticed something disturbing. The Airbnb owner had cameras listed nowhere in the property description. Nothing warned guests they were being recorded. And according to Airbnb rules, hidden cameras inside private spaces are completely forbidden. The group debated whether to leave immediately, but it was after 1 a.m. They were in another country, and hotels nearby were expensive and mostly full. So they locked themselves together in one room while waiting for police. Nobody slept. Every tiny sound inside the house suddenly felt terrifying. Floor creaks, water pipes, random clicking sounds. At one point, one friend whispered, "What if he's watching us right now?" Nobody answered, because everyone was thinking the exact same thing. Then one of Cassidy's friends noticed something outside the front window, a parked car across the street. The headlights were off, but someone appeared to be sitting inside, watching the house. The group became convinced someone connected to the property was nearby monitoring them. Cassidy later said, that moment scared her more than the cameras themselves. The feeling of being watched in real time completely changed the situation from creepy to genuinely terrifying. Police eventually arrived and inspected the property. The devices were reportedly confirmed to be recording equipment. The case later exploded online after Cassidy shared her experience publicly. Millions of people reacted because it exposed one of the biggest fears travelers have about Airbnb rentals. Not ghosts, not killers, but real people secretly watching guests in private. The story spread across news sites, YouTube horror channels, and social media discussions worldwide. Many travelers later admitted they started checking smoke detectors and clocks inside every Airbnb after hearing Cassidy's story. To this day, the case remains one of the most famous real Airbnb horror incidents ever discussed online.